today we're going to talk about some maintenance tasks that Sirona recommends to keep your milling units working perfectly. Sirona recommends that you perform a couple of simple maintenance tasks for at least once every month for the regular MCXL user. For in-lab users, it's once a week or every fourth water change. You're going to want to order a cleaning set. With this cleaning set, you can see it comes with a few specialty cotton swabs. It comes with the regular cotton swab, a normal cotton tip applicator, a rounded off cotton swab, and also a pointed cotton swab. And you notice the grooves in there that helps push out dirt. So these three are the main tools that we'll be using. The first thing we're going to do is clean the clamping cone for the burr sets. So you just need isopropyl alcohol and the pointed tip. So in your SERIC program, you just want to go to the configuration at the top of the screen, go to your devices, click the milling unit you want to change the burr on, and we'll hit the change instruments button at the bottom. And this will get the motor set up so that you can take out the burrs. And in the drawer you'll find this little torque wrench, and this is designed to remove and to install all the burrs once they're in the right position. So we'll unscrew it and we'll take the pointed cotton tip applicator, dip it in alcohol, make sure it's not too saturated, and when we place it in the burr clamping cone, we'll rotate it counterclockwise. This pushes any dirt that there is out. And so you just repeat the process until it's clean and there's no visible dirt, and then you just put the burr right back in and use the torque wrench to install it and wait till you hear that click. Back at the instrument screen, you'll just hit stop. This will get you out of it and get your motors back to the proper position. There's a difference in maintenance protocol for the manual block clamp and the automatic block clamp. For the manual block clamp, you'll actually have a torque wrench and a set screw so that you can place the block in and tighten it, and when you're done, loosen it, and then you can remove the block. For the manual block clamp, all we're going to do is take the rounded off cotton swab, dip it in alcohol, and just clean the inside of the block axle until you don't see any dirt. And that's the extent of the regular maintenance that we're going to do for manual block clamp. Now you're done. For the automatic block clamp, you'll see that this will automatically tighten the block once it's in there. All you do is place it and it will spin and lock it in. Now for those of us with an automatic block clamp, it's going to be a little different. There are a few moving parts to this, so what you want to do is you have to unscrew the automatic block clamp. Once it comes off, you'll see that there are a few things you need to do. So in order to properly disassemble this, the first thing we're going to do is pop off the gasket, which with any flat edge tool, you'll lightly pop off, and we'll have to get that metal piece in the middle, which we call the chuck, out of the block clamp. To do this, we'll set it either against a solid surface or with your thumb, and it should just pop right out. And now you have the chuck and the block clamp. So now all the pieces are disassembled. So the first step in the automatic block clamp is to clean all these pieces. We take the chuck, we'll throw it in some alcohol, let it soak, then we'll clean it with the rounded off cotton swab with the alcohol until it's nice and clean. And again, you'll just repeat this until that cotton swab doesn't look dirty. You'll clean the outside of the block axle as well as the inside of the block axle. Then you'll clean the gasket. You just want to make sure that there's no more grease in there. And finally, you'll clean the inside of the block clamp. Now that everything's been cleaned, we take the lubrication that comes with the cleaning set, take the rounded off cotton swab, lightly coat all of these pieces. We're coating the chuck as well as the inside of the block clamp. Now this, we're going to be a little more generous with our application. So you see, squirt a little bit on your pinky, and this way you can thoroughly spread all the lubrication around the inside of the block clamp. You can see there that we have quite a bit of grease, but we want these threads to be saturated very well. We're going to put everything back together. So you take the chuck, place it into the block clamp, and pop it back into place. Then you take the gasket and that should pop right back on. Now that everything's put back together, you're going to want to line up this notch on the chuck with the notch on the block axle. Once the block seats, we're done. Congratulations.